Okay, hello guys, how are you? Today we are trying to explain and understand a multiple response variable. For the beginners in the development sector who are trying to opt monitoring, evaluation and research as a profession, or the research students who are conducting research in different fields on different topics. So they usually face a problem while data analyzing, and the problem is basically about the multiple response variable. In this tutorial we are trying to explain about the multiple response variable, its types through the two case studies mentioned here. And in the second slide, what we have mentioned here is how to enter the data of the multiple response variable and how to analyze the data. In this tutorial we are trying to explain this analysis through a software that is called the SPSS, statistical packages for the social science. Multiple response variable is basically a variable which has a multiple choice. When you ask a respondent while conducting a survey, the respondent usually opts certain options which are more than one. In this case, while entering the data, you have to follow certain guidelines. Otherwise, while analyzing the data, you might face serious problems. Let us begin with this now. I'm trying to explain the case number one. Let's say a university student who is conducting a research on any project for his final research project. So he may choose the day scholars as the target population, and he or she wants to know about certain difficulties university students face. So one of the question could be, out of the number of questions of his research project could be, how do you access to the university? Okay, so for this question, a university student who is actually the respondent of this research can opt number of options, while for example the student can opt the option number 1, 2 and 3. Like for example, sometime he or she may access the university through the university bus, or the local transport maybe is being used for some time, or the own car, or the taxi, a local taxi. So here one thing is more, we have given numerics for each option like 1, 2, 3, 4. These are basically the codings which we will be using in later stages. So in order to explain further, we have taken the second case study, which is about a household survey. Household survey is a survey which is being conducted to understand the dynamics of the problems of the household. For example, a research study tries to find out the difficulties people back in the village face while accessing health centers. So a number of questions could be included in this case, in this research study, but this I have quoted here only a single question which could be a part of the entire survey question. The question is, what are the hurdles to you and your family in health while having a good health or accessing a good health? Number of options the respondent can opt. For example, number 1 can be health center is far. It's far away. The access is very difficult. The road is muddy, and they have hunted the transport. These several options could be there. The second option could be medical officer is not available. Okay, they have the access. When they go to the health center, there is no medical officer present there. Okay, the third option is medicine are costly and not available. Okay, if they are trying to buy the medicine from the nearby clinic or nearby store, medical store, they are costly, but in the hospital, the government hospital, there is no medicine available. So the fourth one is there is no laboratory to diagnose the disease. So these 4 options could be the option for a household respondent. So he or she may opt the 1, 2, the 1, 3 or the 1, 4. So in this case, you need to understand the multiple response variable first, and then you have to understand how to enter the data and how to analyze the data. So in the next slide, we are trying to mention here the steps that how the multiple response variable data will be entered and analyzed. So actually we have two steps. In the first step, like mentioned here, in the first step what we do is basically, okay, to understand the first step I need to go to the slide number 1 again. What we do is basically we take these options as a variable. For example, university bus is an option. So while entering the data, I will show you in a couple of minutes that how I will enter. For example, I will just give code to the university bus 0 and 1. Then the second option, local transport 0 and 1. 0 means if the respondent is using the local transport, he will if he is opted this option, then I will, while entering the data, I will give the 1, otherwise 0. Okay, so the next option is to just enter the number. For example, in the next step of data entry, it's the next you can say that concept or technique, whatever. Here what you do is basically, if a respondent has opted 1, 2, you just enter 1, 2. If he or she has opted the option 1, 2, 3, just write 1, 2, 3. So now we are going to the software SPSS to utilize both of the steps for the data entry, but for the analysis in this tutorial we are just focusing on the first one rather than 2, because it's gonna be too lengthy. So in the next tutorial I will certainly explain that how to analyze the data if the data entry is being done following the second step. So here we go. This is the SPSS SPSS 22 is the latest version I have. So I have already entered the data, the variable here. The first one is how do you access the university. Let's say, for instance, the respondent has opted the option number. Okay, so for I'm just assuming that those who are watching this video will be familiar with this software. Okay, so we are following the step 1 for the data entry. In the first step, what we do is basically for the V1 will be convert into several variables. Actually, how many options we have is basically, okay, 4 options. So then it should be 4 variables, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I do is V1A and V1B, V1C, okay, C, and V1D. Okay, so when you ask your first respondent, let's say they have opted the option number 1 and 2. These two they have options. So the first one is basically for V1 is for the university bus. If opted 1, if not opted it would be 0. Okay, so they have the first respondent, let's say, has opted the option number 1 and 2, so it's okay 1. The other 2 options he or she, the respondent, has not opted, so it would be 0. Similarly, our respondents are around 10. We have surveyed 10 respondents and they have multiple. The second respondent has said that he is going through the 3 options, not the 4th one. So 4th one will be 0, and the 4th one is saying that the first one is 0, it's not the means of transportation. The second 2 are okay. So this is how we are entering the data. The 4th one is saying both of them are 0, he is just using a local taxi. And the 5th one is saying the first one, the 4th. Okay, so we are just trying to explain or we are just, in order to save the time, let's take only 5 samples. So the next step of data entry of the multiple response variable is to enter the number. So how is possible? For example, the first one has said 1 1. Actually, in our coding we have 1 2. So 1 is for, so in order to make it very okay, we can say that this V1A is university bus. Okay, university bus. The second is word, local transport. I'm just trying to local T, own car, own car, and the fourth one is the taxi. Okay guys. Also, one more thing I would like to explain here. When you will write something on the label, in the data view there will be, when you when you take your cursor to the variable, it will explain, it will show you the pop-on that is a university bus. Okay, so the first one is in the second step of data entry. Here we have mentioned is take into the number for options, opt it. So here we have taken the 5. Let's suppose this, now we are trying to enter the data through the second step. Okay, so here is taken 1 2. I will just write 1 2. Here 1 2 3. I will just write 1 2 3. So here what 2 and 3. How is 2 and 3? Because the second variable code we have given, second option we have given is 2 code and number, and the third options we have given third code. So 2 3. Similarly, all 0 just 1. Just write 1 and 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is a type of data entry for the multiple response variable, and this is also a type of data entry for the multiple response variable. In this tutorial, we are trying to analyze the data to the first step of data entry, not the second. And also I'm trying to explain through a manual process, not the script or the syntax one. Okay, so now we are going to analyze the data, that what is the frequency actually, what is the frequency table, what is the percentage. So first of all we have to go to analyze this button, then go to multiple response and define. First we have to define the variable. Okay, so university bus up to 4, taxi. Alright, what are the count values? Is basically is dichotomous, and we have the 1 is basically the count, and we are giving it mv1, so multiple response variable. Just do it, add and then close. Again go to the analyze button and try here. Now you have options, we can create a frequency table. Okay, this is the variable, and now we have, what we have done is basically we have created a multiple response variable. Now you have to move this multiple response variable to this table section, and then you have to just paste. When you will paste it, okay, so this is basically the syntax. Here is the syntax. Okay, so copy it and run it. Okay, here we go. Here is the output. Now 5 cases actually we have taken 100%. This. Okay, out of the 5 university bus, the responses, 3 responses are for the university bus, local transport has 4 responses, and own car has 3 responses, and taxi has 2 responses. The total responses are 12. Okay, so this is how we analyze the data for the multiple response variable. In the next tutorial we will try to understand how to analyze the data if we have the data entry to another way. This is very easy way to enter the data, because you don't need to create multiple variables, you have to just enter. But to understand it, you need to be very well versed in the script writing, in the programming language. But I will try to make it very easy for you. So I hope this tutorial would be very fruitful for you to understand the multiple response variable. Thank you very much.